My name is Maggie Boylan, and I'm the head trainer and rider at Kesmont Farm. It's based in Keswick, Virginia, and Virginia has always been horse country, and it's Keswick and Virginia is where hunters were really born. So, and for being such a hunter lover, it's actually perfect. They've had some really top people there in the past, like Tommy Serio and Jay Golding and a bunch of people, but in the last maybe 7 to 10 years, it hasn't really been a top A show barn. And so I think there's really a niche there to be filled, and I'm hoping to fill that niche. So my goal is for operation to have the top A show barn specifically with hunters, but jumpers and equitation also. I did all of the big equitation and all the finals, and I have done the jumpers. So, just the top A show barn with the best in care and training and riding, is to have it be the utmost in quality in all 3 of those areas. I've been fortunate to spend a lot of time with a lot of different professionals. I worked for Beacon Hill with Stacia Madden, and most recently River's Edge with Scott Stewart and Ken Berkeley, and I've been able to also help Val in a work capacity when she needed it. And they're the best of the best, and learning from Stacia and Val about all of the the equitation stuff and all the basics and the position and how to teach all of that has been great. And obviously I've looked up to Scott as the best hunter rider since I've been doing the hunters, and really being able to learn from him and watch how he works with his young horses and how he gets his horses to jump the best. It was an amazing experience, and all of their operations are run meticulously with their barns spotless, and the organization and the management of their horses was just the utmost in their quality. And so that's what I really would like my barn to be. So that's what's been so great, is I've been able to, every barn I've worked with, I've locked away in my memory, I like how they do this, I like how they do that, and now I think I can make it all into what I want it to be. I have a lot of people to reach out to, and in different, areas of the sport too. My dad has shot for McLean Ward for 35 years, so if I get into the jumpers and if I had a question, it's pretty cool, but I know I could call him up and, ask him something about that. I used to take lessons with his dad all the time, and, with Andre and Val, all these really top people who I know I could call if I had a question or, needed some guidance. It's really nice to know I have people like that to fall back on. I always loved being my own boss, and that's why I was so fortunate to have my horses living at home with me, so I was always in that kind of leadership management role from the get-go. No one ever prepared my horses for me. I was always the one in the ring in the morning, preparing, sometimes lunging my horses. The last time I showed the Hampton Classic, I think I was the only person in breeches lunging their horse, but I love it. So, from pretty early on, I've always been very involved in my horses' care. I knew what they ate. I was at every vet appointment, everything like that. So I think that's helped me a lot now. I'm a very organized person. Not OCD, but close to it. I like to make charts, lists, label everything, so I love that. The more organized you are, the more on top of it you are, the less things are able to slip through the cracks. And the more you're able to, nip things in the bud when something does happen. So for sure, it's a huge part of your operation running well. So it's something I plan on making sure is 100%. I've just always tried to be as honest as I can, because being dishonest doesn't get you anywhere. This horse world is too small. Someone somewhere is going to find out if you were dishonest or did something that put the horse in danger or, tried to cut a corner. So it's just not worth it. And I've always been someone who shot straight from the hip. Anyone can tell you that. You might not always want to hear it, but I'm a big believer in shooting straight from the hip and telling it like it is. But you'd rather hear it honestly and hear exactly what's going on than you assess it from there. Rushing or pushing a horse too hard or pushing your kid too hard to then take 4 steps back. I'm like, what's the point? They're just going to get discouraged. The parents are going to get upset because they're paying a lot of money and the kid's not happy. I'm all the believer in also pushing yourself and not staying on the same level forever, because for sure that's not going to get you anywhere either. But for sure you have to work with the kid and what their goals are and what their horse is able to accomplish. It's that fine balance. What a client should expect out of my program is that their horses are going to be cared for to the best that they can be. Because I've been lucky to have really, really good grooms, and I plan to have the same. They're going to have the best lessons that they can have, and then their horses are going to have the best training rides. So I'm hoping that every aspect of a horse business is going to be the highest at Kesmont. Having been on the flip side and being able to see all of the great services that I was given as a client, and all that I was, all the great instruction on the management of my horses when I couldn't be there, like when I was at school, for sure it's helped me to form what I want my business to be and how I want my clients to be treated and the experience that they're going to get. I keep saying it's going to be like them going to like the highest end department store, They walk in, everything is going to be spotless and perfect, and they can't leave unhappy is my goal, which I know isn't always easy, but all the things that I can control, I want to control and have them be the best that they can be.